for crowds, maybe not just here in the Philippines, but sooner or later, maybe all around the globe. Friends, you better buckle tight, and you never know, you're gonna see this product go all over the world. Friends, where are my manners? Allow me to...
Sir Rafi came here the first time. He never rested. He was so restless. He started dreaming and working and tagging along, infecting other people to come here. Thus, this gathering of specially mandated, motivated, warm-hearted, mission mindset people for something that would mean a lot, not only for us, but for these children. So it says there, waste materials turn into apparels. And all your friends, and we can only hope, because honestly, I've been here for 21 years. In a few months, or less than 2 years, I could not catch up with you, because you are pure energy. God bless us. Thank you.
Was brighter than tomorrow. When it's right, when there's no peace to buy. In this place, when there's no earth, there's no room. Didn't care enough, baby. Make a better space. Make a better
philanthropy for sustainable education in Asia for that. And we thank our students, and we thank the students here, because they're really the ones that are behind it and are driving this. I want to speak about the bag itself. So how did this happen? Really important, an important ingredient in partnership, especially of this nature, working with kids and doing community service, is that it's two-directional. And we came here to learn more about what happens here, and we noticed that there were some textiles here at St. Martin's that were for sale, and they were really interesting to us. And then we put our heads as THSers and our creative thinking power to it, and we thought, oh well, maybe we could do, well, let's see, we're banning plastic bags in Hong Kong, and maybe we could come up with a substitute, a replacement, and maybe we could use these textiles to make a bag. Right? This is, everyone is different, everyone is unique, and there's many strands to it. And I've come to think of these strands as the many different elements, the many different components, the many different aspects. And what I mean more specifically is the cultures. We're talking about the countries, the cultures. There's Hong Kong, I'm American, there's Malaysian, this confluence of cultures that have gone into this bag. So it's cultures, it's races, it's nations, it's ages. This is cross-generational. It is all of these things that are coming together. It's different political systems. It's different mindsets. It's different educational systems. And somehow, they all got woven together as strands into this bag that we have, and how I'm thinking of this symbolically, how I think of this.
And I want to say, if you do something that you are passionate.
The president and CEO of ACG and founding member Future Fit Collab in the Netherlands. Also, we found out today that she actually sometimes worked with Miss Universe, so she helped some of our models today. Thank you, Dr. Zavala. I'd also like to welcome Ms. Catherine Santos. She's the founder and development director of Plant-Based More and Food Products, a manufacturer of plant-based convenience food, and she's an advocate for plant-based eating. So she represents our food sector and sustainability. So can I have Ms. Catherine come up, please?
Let me start to share with you guys why I fell in love with sustainability. So it started with this pin, and that was about 2018.
It's the SDG pin.
It's the SDG pin, yeah.
So she's right.
So way back in November of 2018, my director from Japan, because our head office is in Japan, actually came here and we had a talk, and we were able to, close a deal, very big deal with, I'm not going to say who, okay? And then I said, sir, how come you have a very nice pin, okay? And then he said, yeah, Jameson, this is SDG pin. I said, okay, what is SDG? I didn't know in 2018.
Yeah.
And then he said that it's about sustainability, about the United Nations and everything. So I said, I want to have that, sir. And he said, no, Jameson, you go to Japan and study sustainability and innovation. I went there in March 2019, and that's a couple of years ago. Lo and behold, I never thought that I'll be falling in love with sustainability. And this pin has never left my chest.
Wow.
No, I wash my clothes.
Okay.
But with the height of the pandemic, I think everybody knows, 2019, 2020 pandemic, I said, how can I reach people with this urge to be able to make people understand and get educated? So I never stopped. I have my vlog. I have Jeb's Green Box in YouTube. I was able to go online a lot of times. And I'm into education because I'm an organization development consultant. I studied in the US, I studied in Japan, I studied in Sweden, but nothing compares to the need of the Filipinos. So what about, the 35 stickers I have? I was so vain before the pandemic. Before the pandemic. Okay? So I never thought that, I was telling my friends here earlier that, when I go to the mall, I would say, okay, I like that, I buy. I don't ask the size. I ask how many colors. And I would buy. That's how vain I am. I was. Okay? And then I'm proud to wear that this dress was made by my former staff. This only cost 500 pesos. And I'm so proud of her. And I'm proud wearing it.
And you wear it often.
I wear often after that. So what about the 35 Snickers? Were we able to use it? No. You know what I did have of it? It's up in the roof deck of my condo. I put a lot of plants, and it became famous.
Naging parang plant pots?
It became a plant box. Up to now, I have
Sweet.
over 2,340 plants up in the roof deck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you started something new.
I started, well, maybe it's not something new. Maybe it's a drive for me to increase information about people who is not yet aware of sustainability, that you can have a home guide, and we have that in Future Fit Collab. We have a home guide on how we can, I always say this, plastic pollution stops at home. So I purposely brought my bag because I don't want this to go anywhere.
So you'll bring it home.
Oh yeah, I will. And I don't care.
Thank you.
I don't care. Like, anybody can say, oh, she's a trash girl, she's a garbage collector. I really don't care.
It's about all those little actions, right?
Exactly.
Little actions that are a drop in the ocean that actually make a difference.
Look at
And
my makeup kit.
thank you. Yeah.
Sexy, yeah? So it's just a matter of us making a decision. At the end of the day, who will inherit the planet? These kids. And the children, and our children's children's children. And what kind of adults are we? To make them accept a damaged planet? I said, I'm not going to do that to my son. He doesn't want to get married.
Because of that. Yeah.
Because he said, Mom, you keep on saying about sustainability, and if I have a son or a daughter, and you said by 2030, everything will become irreversible. So what will happen to my son or daughter if I die? I said, come on, dude, get a girlfriend first.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, and Catherine, I'd love to hear about your...
Trying to mass produce something, it comes at a cost. We have to match colors. We have to match, every stitch should be the same. Every grain on the leather should be the same. Every small, tangible thing should be the same, right? But if you're truly sustainable, you're not going to focus on everything being the same. You're not going to spend that energy. You're not going to spend those resources. And so our bag does kind of embody the fact of uniqueness. It's a one-for-one bag because it's recycled material. We're not transforming the material to fit the bag, we're making the bag to fit the material. And hopefully, this is a truly sustainable process that we're trying to endeavor in.
Thank you.